Rose looked in awe at this condo. It was like being in a giant daycare center. Rose then asked, "How big are these babies?" Alison looked at her and said, "Just your normal adult babies, and they need a nanny quite badly. I hope this hasn't scared you off." "No," Rose replied, "I've seen this on several talk shows, but I never thought I'd be taking care of them." "Then you still want the job?" "For sure," Rose replied. Alison then led her new nanny to baby Douglas's nursery room. The two peeked in to find Douglas was still taking his nap. Next they went to baby Tasha's room. There they found a smelly baby Tasha sitting up playing in her crib. "This is baby Tasha," Alison said as she approached the crib. She is the oldest of the two, being about 3 years old. Potty training her has been a lost cause, but she loves her diapers, don't you baby? Natasha blushed her response. "Would you like to have a crack at taking care of this baby as practice?" "Sure," Rose said as she unlatched the side of the crib. She helped baby Tasha out of the crib and onto the changing table. She unsnapped the bottom of her romper and began to change her diapers. She quickly cleaned up her new baby and led her to the living room. There she gave her some toys to play with. Alison smiled at her. "You're a natural at being a nanny." Rose said, "Thank you. Now would you like to help the younger baby? I think I hear him awake." The two then returned to Douglas's room. Soon he too was cleaned up, diapered and was playing in his playpen. Alison then asked if she would babysit for a couple hours tonight as she has some business to attend to. Rose smiled and said she understood, Mistress Alison. Alison looked with surprise at Rose. Rose said, "I too enjoy being a dominatrix, but I have not a stable and only a little experience." Alison smiled and said, "Then you're perfect. I expect you will not play with Douglas unless you ask my permission. Natasha you can do with as you please." "Really? Do you really mean that?" Alison could see her surprise. "Of course, we all need someone to practice on. I see no reason why you can't use Natasha." Alison left her new nanny in charge of her two small charges. She no longer needed drugs to maintain control over them. She gave Rose her pager number and told her she'd be in the next apartment if she needed help to page her. She also gave her a list of things to do with the babies before they went to bed. Rose assured her that she would be fine. Once Alison left, she fed the babies supper and got them ready for bed. First she gave them their baths. She thought about bathing them together but decided against it. The first in the tub was baby Dan Dan, he being the youngest. Beforehand she placed baby Tasha in the playpen with a bottle and put the brave little toaster in the VCR to occupy her. Wow, Alison's thought of everything. She then started bathing him, washing his hair first next his body. Once she was done she diapered him and put on a fussy yellow sleeper with a lion sewn on the pocket. She led him back into the living room and placed him in the playpen and took Natasha into the bath. As she led baby Tasha she noticed a terrible smell emanating from her. She also noticed a damp brown area on the right leg of her romper. "Baby Tasha, did you leak?" Rose scolded. Once she got her into the bathroom she carefully stripped the messy baby Tasha. Sure enough, her diapers were filled to capacity and she had a very liquid mess oozing down her right leg. Oh, does baby feel all right?" Rose asked. Natasha shook her head. "No, baby's tummy hurts," she replied. "It's okay, since you're sick I'm not going to punish you." She then helped her into the tub and washed and dried her baby girl. Once she had her in a sleeper she took her to the kitchen and gave her some medicine for her stomach. Next she tucked her into bed. Rose then went to the living room to find Douglas asleep in his playpen. She roused him enough to guide him into his bedroom and into bed. Her next task was doing the laundry. After that she waited for Alison to come home.